So you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. In the park on a bench, on the beach on a towel, or on your couch with your kid, your campus is wherever you want it to be. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. You schedule classes around your schedule, and all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. At Independence U, you'll learn from professional instructors with real work experience. You'll get personal support in school and employment assistance when you graduate. Get your degree, but keep your life. That's independence. That's Independence University. So if you're really smart, you'd call now.
Call 1-800-981-8940.
Independence U, for an independent you.
Call 1-800-981-8940.
TennCare's new diaper benefit helps our youngest members and their families stay healthy and happy. If your child is younger than 2 and has TennCare or Cover Kids, they can get up to 100 diapers every month at no cost. To get diapers, visit a participating pharmacy. You don't need a prescription. Just show your child's pharmacy card at the counter. For newborns without a card, you can use the parent's pharmacy card. The pharmacy staff will check to see if you qualify and help you get up to 100 diapers for a month. TennCare will cover a variety of diaper brands and sizes to meet your child's needs. You can find a list of covered brands on the TennCare diaper webpage.
Diapers are available at Mike's Pharmacy, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City. That's Mike's Pharmacy, 592-9190.
Piggly Wiggly, a supermarket chain since 1916, operates more than 600 locally owned stores, including the Mont Eagle location that now stocks the largest selection of fine wine, domestic and import beer in the area. Piggly Wiggly's farm fresh fruit is a sweet deal at everyday low prices. Piggly Wiggly stocks carefully selected, always fresh vegetables from the common to the unusual. All of the organic products we sell meet strict USDA guidelines. The Pig has a large meat department that to this date custom cuts and wraps its pork, chicken, and certified Angus beef to your request. Certified Angus beef brand is a cut above USDA Prime Choice and Select. With a large dairy selection of fresh milk and cheese products and your favorite drink products, you will never go home thirsty from the Pig. Visit the Piggly Wiggly Deli and put in your order for an outstanding selection of cheeses, salads, and deli meat products from Boar's Head brand and more. Be sure to check out our weekly special circular for great deals. That's the Piggly Wiggly of Mont Eagle, Tennessee.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I've got my girl Julie here today. It's been forever. I mean, like a month.
Maybe a month. I try and hit it up.
You do it really,
once
really
a month.
good.
I know.
I start missing you if you don't come in.
Well, and not a ton changes over time. I just think that I was thinking this on the way over here, how much I appreciate the venue of coming and talking about housing affordability here, like we talk about on our social media and emails, when we're out in the community. And so this is another way for us to keep the talk about housing in the forefront, because it's a challenge. And we like to just not think about it. Let's think about easier things than that. So anyhow, just appreciate being here.
Well, you've been working on it for 20 years or something like that.
I know.
It's been forever, so
I know
we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah. Sometimes I think, why aren't we further along in trying to figure out some solutions for folks who are really, really challenged in their housing situation.
Yeah.
And then other times I'm very excited that the collective we have come this far. Just driving over here and looking at all of the new development, which I know can, be for some folks a challenge to think the whole road between here and Mont Eagle is changing shape, or here in Tracy City it's going to change. The highway's going to look different. It already does. Mountain Goat Trail connector and new houses right there from the highway. And probably you're going to see new businesses, right?
Sure.
Eventually. And so
that's our goal.
I know. And I think that, we talk in our circles about growth, but I really think it's strength.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I see when I look out there, is that, I know that the housing that we see being built isn't attainable for everybody who
Right.
wishes to have their own home, especially if you're new to the market. I think it also, though, signifies that people who maybe are living in more affordable houses could move out of those houses and into things that are a higher price. I also think that there's just room in the market right now for everybody. But same thing with like businesses. We want the amenities.
Mhm.
I mean, I think
We always
people
talk about what we want. Yeah.
We want the grocery store. We don't want to have to drive off the mountain for whatever it is. So.
But if something pops up, it's like, oh, we're changing.
It's growth.
It's
well, maybe
growth.
let's think about, is it strength for our community? How does this strengthen our community, and why is that important? It is a job for somebody.
And we just have to think of it that way.
I think so.
Especially with the building. All right, I know you've got things coming
I
up.
do.
Did I see pickleball again?
Yes, so we're coming back around to I think it's going to be our thing. I've been trying to figure out what's Housing Hub's thing.
Pickleball
It's the secret thing where we have an event about something that is fun, and then we like coax you into giving us some money.
Mhm,
So it is a fundraiser. That's right. So Saturday, June 6th, it's at the Cliff Top. So Cliff Tops has new pickleball courts.
What?
I know. I just know people who live there. I don't
She does not live there.
I don't know this firsthand, but new courts, and it's a free event. So last year it was a kind of like a plate lunch pay or buffet lunch pay to play. This time it is not, and I will say, like, pickleball is not my world, so I don't appreciate
Me neither yet.
the pros who will be there. But it's kind of like a choose your own adventure. So if you want to come and spectate, great. If you are new to pickleball, there'll be a beginner's like clinic with a pro.
Wow.
If you're more advanced, there will be a pro that will be focused on folks who are trying to upskill their pickleball skills. And then if you just want to play, there'll be a court there available to free play. So 4 in that area. Yeah. And I will say this. So it literally last year, our pickleball fundraiser, I was new to pickleball, period. I'd never watched the game before. So it was spectator, the whole thing was new to me. I've not had as much fun as I had watching pickleball. And I get it, it's the people, but man, those players,
they're competitive.
I mean, it's like competitive and jovial, and I had so much fun watching them play. And I guess that's probably like, I'm not a true athlete, but because I'm like, oh, I'm not looking at that play was so good or whatever. I really just enjoyed watching folks play. We have the volunteer group that is spearheading this event. So grateful for volunteers.
Oh yeah,
they make the wheels turn around here, and but they have already raised a $10,000 match pool. This is one of those things where if you give, you're already extending your gift. So that I think that's a good bang for your buck. Even if you just want to come have a bite to eat and hear about and learn about, or ask us more questions about it, you have to register. That is the kicker.
So that's the
it's
key
free,
thing.
but you have to register. Registration link is Facebook. It's at our website. We'll be circulating it on social media as well. You'll probably see some flyers around town too.
Good,
So,
yay.
so it is a registration kind of event. Just we need to know that you're coming, capacity, planning, all that. It helps us make sure the event is good and we do what we say we're going to do.
Well, South Carolina Community Fund does that too with their shindig down at the caverns. Free, but we need you to register.
Let them know that you're coming.
Yay.
So, yeah. So, but just like I said, I don't know that is their second annual pickleball event. Maybe pickleball will be
67 years.
Housing Hub's thing. I'm trying to figure that out. What's your thing that grabs maybe a different audience that
Sure.
housing and pickleball. I think that's kind of unique.
Yeah, I like it, and it's a beginner. There's going to be a beginner slot there too. My friends play, and I haven't picked it up yet.
Yeah.
But you can take it anywhere. You can take your little pickleball things wherever you travel to,
and probably find people to play with wherever you travel to. I hear it. The pickleball verse, the universe of pickleball is very extensive.
More
new
than
world.
we probably even know. It's pretty bizarre, but that's okay. We're doing it for Housing Hub this time.
Yeah. And we have secretly started building house 3. So,
Wow.
which is one of those things where when you're developing housing side by side, it makes sense to do some things
Sure.
together, get the contractor out just one time instead of pay for them to come back out. And so that house is a little bit different. It's a smaller house, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 850-ish square feet. Intended buyer is someone who makes around 50,000, could make more, could make less. Depends on the mortgage product that, the things that are out there for financing. But it is our goal of a couple of things. One, of trying to push the price of the house down lower.
Yep.
We still don't have, we don't have federal subsidies, federal money, grant money. We're planning to apply for that again this year, but we don't have anything big like that in the works. This is simply Housing Hub itself trying to figure it out, sure. And our generous donors and people who help fund at least the hard construction costs, capital, and Cody with his brain around housing development. And just really studying budgets and trying to make some swaps that make sense for all of that. So, and still house 2 that's out there, the 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We haven't secured a buyer, working with folks.
Okay.
But if people are interested, the information is out about that, about how to apply. That house 2, house 3 will also come with some similar type resources with it. So house 2, based on your income, you could get up to $50,000 in down payment assistance. Which is a pretty big,
that's huge,
pretty big deal, and then some assistance with closing costs. Again, it's based on your income, so it's a sliding scale. Nice. But we also we're not looking to put anybody in a house that is not going to be sustainable for them over the long haul. So it's been tricky for us. Our margin is really thin. Well, our margin is, but the population in at least Grundy County that makes 50 to 75,000, which is kind of what these 2 houses are being built. So our workforce, only 10% of us don't already own a home. And so it's a small pool of people that we're marketing towards. And we're thinking about other things, about what about the other 90% who own homes? What challenges do they have? Or who's underrepresented in that 10%? Is it family living with family? And so it's hard to identify. Maybe there's some hidden households, because
kids coming home. I know I've heard several times lately, well, the prices have gone up. I can't even get my son home to stay with me or stay close by. Because our goal as a parent, you'll get there soon, is to have your kids close by.
Yeah. Well, and you think about our area, it's important to us that we do retain people, and you hear that all around. We want to build and have amenities for our folks who are already here. Totally understand that. And I think that's important too when you think about our growth. Who's the next school board member, who's the next city council person, who's the room parent for my child's class. You want people who are invested in the community to be able to stick around here.
Sure.
Yeah. And I think sticking around is tricky anywhere. Housing's tight. Housing's tight everywhere.
It is.
It's looking a little bit better. There's some interest rates are moving lower for purchasing. I was just reading, there's good information. We have good mortgage folks around that give good information.
Justin Lusk is doing a podcast, and I happened upon it, and Mandy was on there, and they were talking about all the nuts and bolts of things. But Mandy had said something interesting. She's like, I think people are waiting for prices to drop, and they're just not gonna. It's just not.
No, and I think that it has to do with a lot of things. I'm not a market economist, market analyst, but from what I hear from people who are smarter than me, it has to do with supply and demand. And until our supply meets our demand, you're got the prices. Maybe they'll come down, maybe not. Maybe this is the new normal, or anytime soon. And so I think it's more of our wages haven't kept up with the cost of housing. So, we don't want our houses to lose value. We don't want housing to, we don't want to lose the equity that we've gained in living in and owning. And so, it's all a very tricky thing. So, but I do, there are some new things about how our what's going to contribute towards credit scores, which probably will include rent, utility payments, that sort of thing. So those of you out here who pay rent under the table, and landlords, please help us all out by reporting rent payments. Do us all, especially if homeownership is something you want to attain.
You need
as a
that.
renter. You need to have to show that you can pay rent or are paying rent, even when you're living with family. Be able to figure that out. Our mortgage folks can do magical things. It's not magical.
It's wizardry
just
or something.
Mysterious to those of us not in the business, but do yourself a favor and paying rent in a way that you can track is very important.
It is.
But the other thing I wanted to talk about too is our pre-apprenticeship program. It's called Building Opportunities.
Yes.
We have launched that or made a solid announcement about it. This has been in the works for a while because we were trying to put together grant funding to run the program when you're starting something new and you don't know how it will fit or how it will work. Taking a big chunk of our income to dedicate towards it was difficult. We have money in the game as well, so to say. But that pre-apprenticeship program the 12 weeks of paid pre-apprenticeship starts in August. But we're currently recruiting. So we're thinking about, we're targeting 18 to 24-year-olds. Below 18, we'll talk about it. It does mean something it has other implications for us, but we're trying to target 18 to 24. Yes, thinking of folks who are graduating high school right now, or people who have recently graduated, maybe we're interested in residential construction or just the construction trades, but not enough that TCAT didn't seem to be the direction or likely or an option, or just unsure of how to figure it all out.
Well, 18, I changed my majors 3 times.
Yep. So this is a place where you can get some experience. We've got you'll learn a curriculum in the 12 weeks. You'll be paid $15 an hour, 36 hours a week. You'll learn a curriculum that you then finish the 12 weeks with a certificate. It's called PAC. All of the construction people probably know pre-apprenticeship construction. I don't know what the last one is. And then, so it's 1 day in the classroom. So if you're worried about, hey, I didn't go to school because the classroom wasn't for me, it's 1 day in the classroom, 3 days on the job on a construction site, and splitting time between Mountaintop projects and Housing Hub House 3, which is why we needed to go ahead and get started with House 3, because it braids together home buying, pre-apprenticeship program, and then housing coaching. And so 3 days on site. And then I'm thinking, for folks too that are rooted in their community, I hope this pre-apprenticeship program isn't just learning, but it also brings a sense of connection to place and community and a way to give back to your community while being paid for it.
Nice.
And then the 4 hours on Friday are professional development. So we're going to talk about spending plans and credit. We're going to talk about financial education, but then also other types, have contractors in to talk about trades, have folks from post-secondary education. So TCAT, I know there are other places to learn from than TCAT. I'm hoping that what's happening at the Armory one day will be a part of all this strengthening of our
I like that word.
workforce.
I like
that. That's what I see it. So if you're interested or know somebody who is interested, all of the information is at our website.
HousingHub.
Under
.com?
HousingHubPN.org. Yes, all under our website there. And the way to fill out, there's a form to fill out to let us know that you're interested. It's a small cohort of 5 people.
Okay.
And
so just 5 can get into this.
Just 5.
Nice.
Just 5. and it's a pilot, so we're gonna, it's
See how
a
it goes.
manageable group. We want to do really well. We're gonna learn from this,
Mhm.
and then hopefully do it again, and maybe do it again more than once in the following years. So,
Okay.
mhm.
That's nice strengthening.
Yeah. Well, and I was conversation yesterday about, workforce participation in Grundy County, opportunities for that. There's, so much buzz about it all, and it's nice when the talk, you hear it, in multiple places
Good.
about workforce development. I mean, like all the stuff that's going on with South Cumberland Partnership. This
So much.
yeah, the chamber, the training that can be out there. I think that it's just a good time to try to move if you have something going on with workforce development, try to move it forward.
Sure. Sure. Besides information to the public, what else do you want to tell the folks today? Anything that they need to know?
I think that there's another event that's happening that's not ours. That's on May 9th. Is that the Saturday? May 9th, the Helpers Tent that's
yes.
at the Littell Parton Center, that's
Yes.
connected with American Revival, that got postponed from January
The 12th.
to the 12th. Yes, the
The
concert's on the
concert.
12th, but the Saturday before the concert, the Littell Parton Center, all of the folks who were in that building, and then a whole host of 20 plus
It was cool.
other nonprofit community organizations are going to be at the Littell Parton Center in the afternoon. And the focus of the event, based on American Revival's, just the way they do things, is that you would find a way to help in your neighborhood.
Mhm.
I think our folks volunteer often, and maybe under like volunteering anyway.
Mhm.
It's also a place to come get help. Something we're going to do at the Helpers Tent, we have offered a survey the first part of this year to tell us just not how we're doing, and also looking for which part of our mission, workforce development, housing coaching, financial education, or home ownership, building houses, which of those three is the most important. So we got some feedback about that. We've got feedback about
What was
what
the
we're
answer?
missing. So it's heavily on building houses and making those houses attainable, which we hear that, and we're definitely trying to do that. But there was also, and the next thing was financial education, or the education around home ownership. I'm going to say, if you're interested in that, it takes work.
It does take work.
And the folks that I have been working with are challenged by being committed to doing something to work on your finances on a regular basis.
Sure.
I'm often out there, nudging folks. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, come in for coaching. Hey, it feels like a lot in our schedules. I get it. But you have to make room for what is important, I think.
Of
So
course.
yeah. And then there was, just conversations, feedback about how there's some people who think that it's just never going to get better with housing.
Wow, negativity like
yeah.
that?
Well, and I get it, because it's like, it does feel like roadblock after roadblock after
Yeah.
roadblock. Because I'm like, we need rental housing. We're not building rental housing.
Yeah.
We need
Yeah.
affordable rental. We need a clear pathway where someone can
Sure.
move into an affordable rental, into a market rental,
Mm-hmm.
into home ownership, because they've had the coaching all along. They have done well with, building credit, building their savings, thinking about a job that
Sure.
affords what they want to do later on in life. So
It's hard deciding, all right, what is my life plan?
Mhm.
I mean, in theory, it's getting married, having kids, providing a wonderful environment, raising those kids out of the house so that you can go enjoy, the rest of your years, watching the grandkids. It's like a cycle.
mm-hmm.
And you have to plan for each step of the way.
Yeah, but I hear you. I mean, I was the 18-year-old who no one approached me, and I'm like, maybe I should have thought about this. But no one said like, hey, if you want to own a home in X
Yeah.
amount of years, you need to think about that now.
I was
in
never
a few
talked to.
particular ways, if you want to think about that. I also think, like, we didn't know that our wages were going to outpace housing costs. That's sort of out of our control. And that's another conversation world about how that whole system works to make things affordable. And so, I mean, Housing Hub, we're just trying to do our little piece of the pie, and then rally support around all those other.
Sure. Any cool projects that you're not doing that you've seen around lately?
Ooh, that is a good question. I see a lot of cool projects around. So, if you're in there are a lot of people who do financial education.
Okay.
I don't know if I've mentioned this before here, so sorry if it's a repeat, but it's something I've been thinking about. And maybe this is a cool project in the future. But could we, and thinking about education in general, so whether it's third grade literacy rates or learning a construction trade, can we think about financial education in that sort of realm? And those of us who are doing financial education, pool our resources, our time, our talent, our what we like to teach on, and do a couple of rounds of a intense financial education, move it around like a boot camp.
Ooh.
Although people, I was like, some people are like, oh yeah, boot camp, that works with me, and other people, that language is like, oh, that sounds really harsh and not fun to do. But I'm
super
like,
fun.
Can we like do a deep dive on your finances and help people do that over a short period of time and hit some goals and get people moving along and some momentum behind that. Another thing we've been thinking about is how to help folks boost their savings. And it's like that's a big barrier because in the economic world, having a little bit extra to save to make like it's not even a little bit extra, a significant amount to save to build those pots of savings you can have. So like, what can we do? What funds can we find to match? It's like in the world of banking, there's a tool like that called an individual development account. It's like, can we get some banks on board with, if you save $100 a month, will they match that pot of money you build is only to be used for money on a house or education investment. Those, I know, probably don't sound as cool as they should,
But they're cool.
well, and I think that's the problem with housing is like,
It's not very sexy.
it isn't at all. Like, getting ready tomorrow to be interviewed about a grant application, and I'm having the same thought of like, our free health clinics have really great stories because they see patients. That's what they're doing. We're doing some of that, but we're also doing a lot of bricks and sticks, as they say in the world. And bricks and sticks don't have stories in the same sort of way. But the investment, like the leverage of that, is so impactful for that family. It's just the way the dollars are seen. It's a little bit different, but it's not. But yeah, wholeheartedly, my heart is in housing. I think we need to keep
you can't
pushing it. And
you're going to win this
forward.
one. You're going to win this one. I swear to goodness. I mean, it's just perseverance on anything.
Yeah. So anyhow, anybody listening that wants to talk about housing, and get together on a project, I think that our whole overall health or growth, housing needs to be at the table.
Our strength, our strengthening. I like that word. I'm going to have to incorporate that. Where they find you again?
So Littell Parton Center, second floor. The elevator is almost, talk about, that could be a cool project. The elevator is almost complete. There's actually a door on the second floor, like an elevator door. For a while, it's just been a hole in the wall. So, that was like, it actually is going to happen soon. I'm ready for the construction noise.
Yeah. I
mean, we live in an area where we don't worry about noise pollution. So we're always like, who's that loud driver out there? That one loud vehicle you hear every, I don't know, third day.
That Mustang is going to be the death of me.
Yeah. And like, when you live in a city, it's constant light and noise, and here it's not that way. So that construction noise, I'm like, I've become sensitive to these
like,
things.
oh, what's that? I can't hear.
Yeah. So that's a cool project when it finally becomes complete. And I hear the stage floor is in.
I am super
and-
excited by that performing arts area.
And there's I'll say the school project. So next door to me, Belinda Morgan with
Belinda was
Safe
on recently.
Communities Coalition, and then Katie Morgan,
Who's amazing.
professor at University of the South, but also has been doing she has a community development background, really good, smart thinker. They're weaving together a project that takes narratives from people who graduated from, by the way, you were a person to be interviewed, but graduated from Grundy County High School, and those are going up on the lockers at the high
Nice.
school. Sorry, not my project, their project. I can't wait for it to happen. But that there might be some kind of theatrical presentation. It's high school students who are working on current high school students working on a project about previous high school students. And so I love those, community narrative projects. It'll be a display at the school, but then live performance ready for community theater.
I mean, seriously, that project for Emily has been a labor of love for a long time too, and she solved it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just takes perseverance.
And perseverance, chipping away at it a little bit at a time.
You gotta be dogged determination.
Not knowing what exactly is the next step. All the pivot to make things work.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? They were talking about that with the Beaumont Elementary School. I mean, look at what Littell Parton and what it was, ready to fall apart.
Yep.
And then what could be used for
What can you
Beaumont.
imagine there? Yeah. And it's nice that things like this grow out of the community, because they probably wouldn't last if that wasn't the case. So I feel privileged to be a part of it. So you were telling me, where do you find me? Littell Parton Center. We're there Monday through Friday. I work school hours. Forms information is outside of our office. If you happen to be over there and nobody is at the office, you can leave a little note on the door as well. Our website, there's one form. Real simple. You're just giving me your information, and then you tell me how to reach back out to you. What's your preferred method? And I reach back out to you. Email, phone, text.
Are you on the first floor or the
carrier,
second floor?
pigeon. We're on the second floor.
Okay. So when you come in, you go up the stairs, and
We're kind of the middle of the hallway.
that's what I
We're
was
across
thinking.
from that classroom, so we're in between the person that helps with Medicare, and then Belinda, the Grundy Safe Communities Coalition work. Yeah, we're in between there, and the synergy that happens there is great too.
Yeah.
Like passing things along, or into Deanna Lehman with workforce development about our workforce development project, and we work together like what we're dreaming of together.
It's like a big think tank, really. I mean, with all the organizations.
Yep.
Was there like 13 in there?
I don't remember off the top of my
I
head, but I'm
know.
like, you can, I hear people all the time. Yesterday I talked to a client, new person, telling her where my office is. You can make an appointment to come see me. She's like, oh, I go to volunteer behavioral health. There. I'm like, perfect. So, you can make an appointment, like at the same time, or, the same day, come by and see me. And then there's other kind of handoffs where like we as nonprofits are talking about a client or a situation.
Sure.
Hey, I have a situation. It's not really in my wheelhouse, but I want to help this person.
Sure.
What are the resources for them?
Is the job center still there?
So they come, I don't remember the frequency.
Yeah.
But it's the information about the job center is on the door to get in touch with. It's Deanna Lehman, but she's there periodically.
Sure.
Coming in, because I think she still, she meets with clients face to face, but they are, I guess the way they said it is that like they're out in the community instead of having one office.
Sure. No, that makes a lot of sense. All right. So recap, we've got a little soiree June the 6th. Pickleball, babies, pickleball. And we just go, we sign up.
Sign up. Please sign up.
And they'll give you the directions and all
Correct.
the things that you need
Yep.
to enjoy pickleball and also to donate. Is there going to be a lunch or?
So
Little
munchies,
snackies?
little snackies.
Okay.
Yeah, there'll be still, listen, of course.
Yeah.
Be,
There's always going to be food. Little snackies. You can't have anything without. And then the pre-application, the apprenticeship program.
Mhm.
And that's in August, and there's only 5 folks.
Yep, only 5 slots. Register or applications open now. So
let's get some of our kids in there. 18 to 24 is ideal.
Mhm.
And just let's let Julie help us help ourselves. So, all right, I'm going to send her out to be spread joy and sunshine wherever she goes, because she does. And we're going to be right back. We're going to take a break. Thank our sponsors. We love them. And I'll see you in a minute. Thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain.
Are you being audited and do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. The IRS can freeze your assets and seize your bank accounts, but you can stop these IRS actions. The Tax Doctor will work with you using our years of experience to represent your case to help you get the best resolution under the IRS guidelines. Help is here to deal with the IRS to reduce your stress. We've handled thousands of cases, so we know what we're doing. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a Tax Doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mircea Basaraba.
And I'm Mara Hutchings, nurse practitioner. Welcome to Southern Tennessee Cardiology. Here at Southern Tennessee Cardiology, we offer a variety of testing done right here in our office. Along with our highly trained and skilled staff, we have the latest technology for cardiac stress testing, high-tech ultrasound, and cardiac monitoring. Whether you are experiencing chest pain, palpitations, or need clearance for surgery, Southern Tennessee Cardiology is here for your cardiac needs.
It is 8:30. Very good. By the Grundy County Herald, I have all the things going on in the community. We just learned about the pickleball. That's super exciting. I did tell Miss Patty that I'm going to talk about their revival at the Old Country Church in Grootley Lager on 108. And it's going to start May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Okay. 6:30, and it's going to go on the whole week. So check that out. What else do I have on here? Graduation's May 14th. We talked about that. May 1st. So let me do this really quick. I think I took a picture of it. Maybe I took a picture of it. May 1st. Yeah, that's Friday. So it's the Friday Fun Day at Tracy City. 3 to 6 is the Three Seasons Market. Is Three Seasons Market. 4 to 6 is Bingo. Bingo! They're going to shut down Depot Alley there. Depot. All right, this is creepy. That thing's listening to me. I'm not going to look at it. And then the Mont Eagle Elementary School, their spring bazaar is Friday as well, right after school. We've got a ton of vendors, tons of games. It's a fundraiser for the teachers and for next year and to help them out. Tons of fun stuff going on. And then they're going to have the Jeep show right afterwards, around 6 o'clock, I think is when that starts. So like 4 to 6. Right after school, they're doing the spring bazaar, and it's going to be super fun, and that's at Mont Eagle Elementary School. Back to First Friday Fun Day, the bingo is 4 to 6, and then Charlie Allen and his friends are going to be playing at Roundhouse Park from 5 to 7, and that's sponsored by Trackside. So anyway, that's that. Let's go to birthdays. Let's go to birthdays. And I know I'm missing something, but once again, just buy the Grundy County Herald. I hope Miss Virginia had a beautiful birthday. Let's see. Oh, Matt Griffith's birthday is today. Love him to pieces. I hope he enjoys his special day. He's in charge of so many things for the county. The EMA is probably the most important thing. He's the manager for the Grundy EMA and makes sure we're safe. He does parks and recs. He does so many things. Anyway, happy birthday. Thank you so much for serving our community the way you do. There is a memorial. Oh, Michelle's birthday. That's Barbara's baby. There's a memorial there. Bobby Sherman's birthday. Betty Dickerson. Benjamin. Bella Pickett? Benjamin. I'm not sure what my writing says, but happy birthday to Benjamin. And tomorrow is Charlotte's birthday, but I'm not going to put that on there right now because tomorrow is tomorrow. Let's go to the birthdays on the Facebook. Today is Marvin Lawley's birthday. I was looking at his Facebook, and on there somewhere, he doesn't really post on Facebook, but was a picture of him and Jackie getting married at DuBose. I want to say it was like 60 years ago. So they are driving. This is the greatest thing. This makes me want to do it when I grow up. They've got a self-driving car. They've got one of those, I think it's a Tesla, right? That it's self-driving, and they go back and forth. Their daughter-in-law has cancer. They live in Texas. And so they go back and forth. That thing drives itself. And when you're older, of a certain age, all you have to do with this car, and I'm sure that will change too, but all you have to do is sit in the driver's seat and stay awake. And that thing just drives for you. The way they talk about it, I really want one too. When I get to that point, they can do what they do because they are doers and goers and doers. And Jackie still climbs under, she still does construction and climbs under buildings. And I mean, it's just amazing. So that car allows them to do what they do and to support their people. So anyway, happy birthday to Marvin Lawley. He is he vice mayor over at Gertley Lager, I think? Happy birthday to Jimmy Coppinger. Everybody should remember Jimmy from the Tracy City days. He had a photo studio on Depot Street at one time. He during the oh my gosh, the old days, the good old days. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe. Kathy, help me out. He always dressed in his overalls and his hat, and it was like the hillbilly factor. I just love him. He's not living here; he's living his best life over in Chattanooga. But happy birthday to Jimmy. Always great seeing him. Justin Cannon, happy birthday, Justin. Thank you for your service to the community. Marietta Poteet. Marietta is a hiking phenomenon. Her and her husband just have hiked forever. And they're part of the Friends group there doing that. Brother Dennis Rollins' birthday is today. I saw him on Facebook trying to explain folks the assessment process. Speaking of, Daniel Crabtree will be here tomorrow to talk about that. Marion County's up in arms over the worth of their properties, and he was trying to explain to them that it can't. It's a net sum. You can't make money from a reassessment year. So if your values of your property raise, the county has to back off their rates so that it's in theory neutral, so that your property taxes won't go up to a great extent. It's supposed to be neutral. We'll learn more tomorrow. But anyway, I saw some of that. He explains things very well. So anyway, we're going to have Dennis, Brother Denny, here at the end of the month. Lisa had messaged me, and the annual fishing rodeo is around the corner in June. So he's going to come on at the end of the month of May and talk about all of that. And he's pastor over at Myersville Hill Church. Happy birthday to Annette Sisk. Happy birthday to Sam Van Zandbergen. I've never been able to pronounce that. Sam is one of my O'Charlie's girls. She currently works for DA Craig Northcutt. I saw that she's doing their DUI program. Sam's raising beautiful children too. Happy birthday, Sam. And Letitia Parson. Letitia's an off-roader family. Everyone knows her husband, Sean, and those guys are just so much fun. So I hope, Letitia, you have a very enjoyable birthday. Get out and do your thing. Prayer list. Couple of things have popped up. Got a message from Barbara last night. So sad. Wayman Davis has passed on. I don't have any particulars, but he was found at home, and I don't know the particulars, but he leaves behind a bunch of people who love him, and there was a note that he really just never got over his son's passing. So I don't know. It's just a sad time. So definitely prayers for all of Wayman's family, all extended families, kids, sisters and brothers, everybody. So he is passed. Legendary. And who else did I see that has passed? Boy, help me out. If you guys have, there was someone else that had passed yesterday. We're going to continue to pray for the school board, Mont Eagle, definitely, our nation, Lori Person, Ida Joe Person, all the unspoken, just everybody. Little Mama Taylor, William Dickerson, just not doing very well. The Denny folks, Kevin Denny and his family, baby Joni Marie Jr., baby Joni, Angela Richmond, Sandy Brett, Janet Byram, Joni baby, and all of that. That's a lot. Charlie is doing his cancer treatments. He's got 5 weeks of it. I think I classify this as the first week, but he went last Thursday, and it's every day to Chattanooga, and it's going to be a grind every single day for 5 weeks. And he's got this. Franklin Hill, as he knits up. Ricky McGinnis's daughter, Robin Campbell, that family. Let's pray. Ricky has called in the past, and just a good fella, and he has lost his daughter way too soon. My Smith family, funeral is Saturday. So we're going to be going to that. And then, of course, Miss Stola, Miss Linda, and Brandy. Love y'all bunches. Lord, you know our needs. We're also incredibly thankful. Our nation, all of our local folks are going through hard times. We just ask that you lift them up and give them the healing hands and the peace that they need, and just give them an extra big hug and an extra light at the end of the tunnel to know that you are there. Our folks just need that strength and that love. And we're just so grateful for you and everything that you do for us every single day, every single moment of the day, and especially your sacrifice of our only begotten Son. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right. Let's get to the phones and let me know what I'm missing. I swear to goodness, I feel like I'm missing something, and I've got one more phone line open. Morning.
How you be saying?
Hey, buddy. What's up?
Oh, nothing. I did about 15 to 8 and stir around, and I fixed me some fresh top.
We did not have coffee today, Lily. Can you believe that?
I know it. I used to do it once a while, and sometimes it lasts for 2-3 days, and so I thought I'd go ahead and fix me some fresh toffee.
Well, yeah, we ran out, and I didn't go get some, so we had tea today. They're doing a fundraiser for you, I think. Did you hear information on it?
I
for
ain't,
your four-wheeler?
I hadn't heard from anybody.
Okay. I won't pull it up. That'll take time. But I think they're doing a fundraiser for you to get you a four-wheeler. Good Lord willing, Lily.
Yeah. Well, I seen something on there, but I didn't know. And somebody asked, told me and whatever, and thought I was sick, but I ain't sick. But when I seen that on there, I wasn't sick on that. I wondered about what it was, and I didn't know for sure. So
Well, they just miss you in town. Miss you visiting everybody.
I know it. My neighbor over there, she going out yesterday, and I thought I'd about to town. We were just out the house for a few minutes. So I stopped somewhere for a minute, talked to one, two girls, another bank for a minute, and I told them I might be with none of it. I said, I know everybody down here, and everybody everywhere out there store miss me. I don't know if we made it on the road.
Well, it's like Eric. I mean, he doesn't meet a stranger.
I know it. But, sometimes some people might ask, and they say, well, he probably still got home because he ain't got no way to town. I wonder what's going on over there. Probably tore up, won't land or something.
Sure. Yeah, no, I get that. Well, those things are pretty costly. I'm just praying that we can find something. I think Whitney is doing it for you and Misty and them. So they're go-getters. Maybe they can help out.
Yep, they'll probably. So.
But in the meantime, you can easily walk down and say hello to everybody.
Yeah.
No, so no, just no.
Well, I probably will, because I always stay out yard here, see what's going on. And sometimes I just got sitting on porch for you'll get here today or even now.
Sure. Yeah. Speaking of, what's the weather like? What did you hear anything about that?
No, I think for spring, because I seen it on myself here, what they started or lightning or something, but I haven't watched morning news or anything, but we don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously we need it. It's supposed to rain. Supposed to rain Friday too. I hope not.
Yeah.
What is today? I think it's only supposed to get up to like 61.
Yeah, I think so.
It's supposed to rain around. It's supposed to rain around 2. That's what it says here.
Well, no, just started lining. I don't know why. I just sit about here watching TV, and mostly, I just watch TV all day. If I get tired of watching, I turn it off for an hour or two, 2-3 hours, and sometimes I turn it back on.
Sure. Okay. All right. Well, anything I need to know today?
Well, no, not right now. So I just have to spend some time here a minute. Just got me a shower here.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope you have an enjoyable day. Maybe get into something, do a project, maybe help Christine. I hope it's a wonderful day.
Yeah, well, I don't want to see if it's flying or not. Because you never know, it might rain here any time.
Sure. Yeah, no, I get it. All right. All right, buddy. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you talk to your girl, tell her we said hey.
I'll tell you, don't head rush on me. You never know for the next time.
You don't ever know. That's exactly right. All right, buddy. You have a wonderful day.
I'll talk to you in the morning.
All right. See you. Bye. Morning.
Good morning.
Well, Leslie, what is up? Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, it's a little cloudy. There was a little more rain last night.
I'm super excited about that.
Yeah.
We definitely need it. And my birds are eating my bird feed like no tomorrow.
Yeah, as long as you feed them, they'll keep eating it.
I know. But I quit. Someone said that they quit feeding them so they could eat all the bugs. These little gnats are all over the place lately. It's like they've woken up and now they just want to annoy.
Yeah, you gotta let the birds have them.
Yeah, and so I don't want to feed them too much because the birds are supposed to take care of the little critters.
Yeah.
Where are you going to head out to tonight? Where do you know?
I gotta go out, Faith Missionary.
You're doing Faith. Is that your new favorite?
No, not particularly. It's where I need to go tonight, though.
Sure. No, I'm glad. What time are you going out there?
They start at 6. I need to be up there at least 10 minutes till.
Okay, gotcha. Do you know what you're going to preach on?
Waiting on the Lord to give me a revelation here. I don't know.
Okay, I hear you. Anything we need to know before we get to Ezekiel?
That I know of.
Okay. Okay, I'll take it.
Are
Are we?
pressed on time anyway, ain't you?
You know, we don't have anybody hitting at 9 o'clock, so we've got a few minutes.
Yeah.
Are we into 29?
Yeah, we're going to start 29 this morning, do about 6 verses.
Okay, so verses 1 through 6?
Yeah.
Okay. And reflections. All right, Leslie, I'm ready when you're ready.
All right, this is judgment on Egypt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In the 10th year, in the 10th month, in the 12th day of the month, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and prophesy against him and against all Egypt. Speak and say, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, the great dragon that lieth in the midst of the rivers, which has said, My river is my own, and I have made it for myself. But I will put hooks in thy jaws, and I will cause the fish of thy rivers to stick into thy scales. I will bring thee up out of the midst of thy rivers, and all the fish of thy rivers shall stink into thy scales. And I will leave thee thrown into the wilderness, thee and all the fish of thy rivers. Thou shalt fall upon the open fields. Thou shalt not be brought together or gathered. I have given thee for meat to the beasts of the field, and to the fowls of heaven. And all the inhabitants of Egypt shall know that I am the Lord, because they have been a staff of reed to the house of Israel.
What do you got to say about that one?
So here he's getting even with Egypt for things that they've done against Israel. So,
Man, he just talks a lot about that, doesn't he?
yeah. Well, Egypt is a country used to be powerful, and when God cursed it, He said it would never be a nation like it was again, and it hasn't. It had no power whatsoever. So when God threatens something, He means.
Well, you know, it is kind of funny. In the Middle East, you don't hear a lot about Egypt, do you?
What now?
When, you know, you're talking about current affairs and world politics or whatever on the news, you don't really hear anything about Egypt.
No, they don't have the power of the authority as they had at one time.
Yeah, they were, huge.
Yeah, but they were rulers, strong rulers around the world there. I mean, according to their world.
Well, that Cleopatra. Well, this is what Ted says. God directs Ezekiel to prophecy against Egypt, specifically targeting the Pharaoh. Egypt, at this point in history, represented a tempting fallback plan for Israel, a powerful ally when Babylon was threatening. But God dismantles that idea immediately. Wonder why. Egypt's king is not just proud, he's positioning himself as the source of life and stability because the Nile was literally Egypt's lifeline.
Yeah.
So this is what misplaced confidence looks like at its peak, when a leader, system, or even a person starts believing they are the source rather than a steward. So back to that. He didn't care for the Pharaoh.
Yeah, he thought he got it over the rivers and everything is around Egypt there. He thought he could control everything away from the rest of the world. Yeah. He just made himself a god, let's put it that way.
And our Lord does not care for that.
No.
All right. It's interesting how over the time of our history, how things change.
Yeah, it's the same old go around all the time. It's just like any country today. I think they're more powerful than anyone else or try to enslave God's people. God brings that to their remembrance real quick.
Mm-hmm. Right on. All right, Leslie. Well, great message for today. I hope you have a wonderful evening at Faith Missionary.
Well, thank you, and I hope everybody out there has a wonderful day at church. Maybe somebody be saved.
Well, it's happening all the time. I do feel that there's a revival.
Yeah, that one in Pelham, as far as I know, is going on.
Still going on in Pelham. Gotcha. Which one is that one again?
That's Bethel.
Bethel, that's right. That's right. All right. Well, Leslie, I appreciate you. Be safe tonight.
Oh, I'm going to try my best. I hope I can get there and back in time.
I know you. All right, Leslie. See you. Bye. Morning.
Morning.
Hey, Granny. What are you doing?
I just landed here this morning.
Good. It's kind of a dreary kind of day, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But anyway, I just don't put them old quilts back on there. Say somebody's interested in them.
She's got old quilts, old cotton quilt. And the stands. A stand would go with them.
Yeah. But anyway, I got them up for sale, and I thought, I said I was.
Yeah, Mother's Day's around the corner. I bet some mother wants one of those quilts.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll get off now, honey. Let somebody else get on, darling.
All right, Granny. Appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye. I've got Granny's number if you need it, and it would be a great gift. All right, that's it. We've got our last break. Got to thank our sponsors, and we'll be right back. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. See you in a minute. Tracy Clinic, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City, specializes in family medicine. Nurse practitioner Devin Land Lampley is now seeing patients. Call today for an appointment at 592-4242. Open 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday. That's the Tracy Clinic. 592-4242.
Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative is here to serve you in your business or in your home. Pay your electric bill in the comfort of your own home with SVEC's new online billing service. Wouldn't it be nice to know in advance how much to budget for your electric bill each month? Visit us at one of our convenient offices or go online to www.svalleyec.com. Sequatchie Valley Electric, providing electrical service to over 33,000 homes and businesses in all or portions of Bledsoe, Grundy, Marion, Sequatchie, Coffee, Hamilton, Ray, and Van Buren counties in Tennessee. SVEC, staying up with today and working for tomorrow.
You can tour a cool cave, listen to live music underground, or just camp under the stars. It is homegrown fun deep in the Tennessee hills. Check out what's going on at www.thecaverns.com, where the destination becomes a journey. Shull Chiropractic Clinic has 3 convenient locations in Monteagle, Winchester, and Tullahoma. Dr. Eric Shull is in Monteagle, Dr. Kurt Shull is in Winchester, and Dr. Drake Shull is in Tullahoma. Call Monteagle at 931-924-4869, Winchester 967-4232, and Tullahoma 408-9567. Most commercial insurance is accepted. Step back in time at Trackside Restaurant, located at 327 Railroad Avenue in Tracy City. Open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sunday family-style lunch and a deck overlooking the creek. From burgers to pizza, there is something for everyone. Call 931-333-1004 today. All right, I just got a message from Jeff over at the Caverns, and he said that they just booked the little gal that is currently in the American Idol competition, and she just one up. Got at, what is the word for that? She won this round. She's going to the next one. So it'd be pretty darn cool to see her at the caverns, at like if she won, and see her at the caverns. Apparently, she's amazing. So they just booked her for the caverns. I'll have to get that date for that. So lots of interesting stuff going on with the caverns. And Winona is right around the corner. Also with the I just want to make sure, talk about it. Dr. Shull over in Monteagle, if you have a child that's in sports, if you've got aches and pains that doctors can't touch and you just don't want to deal with pain medication as much as you are, or you've got an adjustment, it just so many things that Dr. Eric Shull, the red light therapy, that cures a lot of skin issues that you have. So I would highly recommend Dr. Shull booking your appointment today. And then, of course, Trackside has ice cream, milkshakes. They're open 7 days a week. Super easy peasy. Going to hang out, and there's parking, and it's just so pretty out there. So just visit our sponsors. We're very, very thankful for them. All right, here we go. One more thing. Morning.
Morning.
Hey, Miss Evelyn, how are you?
Well, I'm getting better. I'm almost there.
Well, there's a bunch of folks have some kind of something. Mac was off yesterday. A bunch of people have something.
Yeah, there's something going around, and well, I'll message you what is either by getting out just to go to the store or the post office, or something else, and that's something else I'll tell you privately.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Publicized.
I feel you.
And speaking of the scripture about Lucifer in Isaiah and Ezekiel,
yes, ma'am.
It's very important for us to know how sin originated and who did originate it, and that was Lucifer.
That was Lucifer?
Yes.
Okay.
He was the one that sin is original with him.
Huh.
And because I heard a preacher once say that sin originated in the Garden of Eden with Adam. Well, it did with man, but not sin had already entered into the universe through Lucifer's fall.
Okay, so it wasn't the Garden of Eden per se.
It didn't. It did not originate in the Garden of Eden. No.
Okay.
Or with Adam.
Okay.
But when Adam decided to obey Satan instead of God, willfully, it says that Eve was deceived. So it's attributed to Adam. And that's when it entered the human race.
Okay.
And, of course, the Apostle Paul spoke of Adam being the first Adam and the second Adam, which he spoke of as Jesus. He identified Jesus as the second Adam. He came to make it possible for us to be redeemed and to cancel the power of that sin in our lives.
Second Adam. I don't think I've heard that, Miss Evelyn.
Well, there's so much of the Bible not preached, it's alarming, you know.
I do, right.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's basically because we are now more than 200 years away of the time when preachers were required to know Hebrew and Greek. And Harvard University, and I think Princeton too, wasn't it Harvard that was established to educate the clergy? And how far they've gone from that now? It's pathetic.
It is a little crazy to think about that Harvard was educating. All of our colleges were doing that in the back in the day, weren't they?
Well, probably. I'm not sure. I've not researched that, but it's possible that more of them had the study of Greek and Hebrew. I don't know. But those were the earliest ones were established for the education of the clergy.
That's interesting.
I've read so many scriptures. You don't know how I have just loathed about the fact that I did not know what a certain verse meant in Hebrew or Greek. because I knew there was something more there that I was not getting in the English.
Sure.
So it's very important. Now, my daughter had to study Hebrew and Greek. And when she had any questions, she went to the rabbi to ask questions. And that's when the rabbi told her that when he's speaking of the English said God took a rib out of Adam, he said that is not in the original. It's not in the original Hebrew.
Really? So back to the translation issue?
Back to the translation issue, yes. And I was at the science place in Tullahoma with Jeremy, who took his children there, to do something they enjoyed.
Oh, I love that place, yeah.
And I saw on the restroom an X on one, XY on the other. So I thought of what Johanna told me, and I went over to the man sitting behind the desk and told him. He said, well, that's interesting. Thank you for telling me. But he said, metaphorically, the DNA has a double helix.
That's right.
It has ribs across it.
That's right.
So it was from the DNA. And you think of the change that had to come over Adam for God to make that much of a change in him to form Eve.
Right.
He had to put him to sleep.
Sure.
And wake up different.
Sure. I'd heard that about the double helix and the rib portion. That's fascinating.
Yes. And, of course, I had phone calls this morning, but I just listened in. I heard a bit. Of course, I can go back and listen, which I usually do, if I miss the program. You're listening and seeing you. That Leslie was reading, I will put hooks in their jaws. Now, these Assyrians came down and captured northern Israel. And they literally did put hooks in their jaws and make them march.
Oh, wow.
They literally, and they skinned people alive. You've heard of, on some of the Western movies, how that certain Indians would skin white people alive. The Assyrians, they were most cruel people.
Some of that is horrible.
It is.
Just horrible.
The Assyrians were that horrible. And literally putting hooks in their jaws and making them march.
Yeah.
Just linked together.
Wow. I can't even think about that.
Stumbled in front of them, I guess it ripped their jaw.
Oh, jeez. All right, Miss Evelyn, that's the pleasantry that to think about, but true story, that's how it used to be.
But it was Jeroboam or Rehoboam, which one, I get them mixed up sometimes.
Sure.
That caused Israel to sin because he broke away from the southern tribe. The northern tribe, there's 10 tribes, well, actually 10 and a half, that broke away, and he was a leader. And the Bible says that he caused Israel to sin because he set up idols at the north and the south for them to worship those idols. And they were forbidden to go back into the southern Israel, which was Judah, where the temple was. Going back to the temple kept the unity of the nation. And he broke that unity. They worshiped those idols, and that's why God just allowed them to be punished by the most cruel nation ever.
Well, dang it. Well, that's a interesting message for today, Miss Evelyn. I appreciate you.
Yeah, we need to know the warnings of sin, about sin.
He gets it. He definitely, our pound of flesh is given.
Oh, yes, and I heard the preacher saying this morning about all the joy and the happiness of heaven for the Christians, for the believers, and God will wipe away all tears from their eyes. But he said in hell there will be eternal weeping and wailing and gnashing of teeth. He went on to that part, and it's just a warning. And people are not even heeding the warning.
Well, I don't want to be left out on that one, so I'm definitely heeding the warning.
I don't want anybody else to, but it's a choice.
It is a choice, yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Well, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm glad you're getting better. It's just something going around.
Oh, and the indigestion pains with just horrible.
Just horrible. All right, honey. Well, good Lord willing, we'll talk tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's what I remembered. Anybody remember George Horn? He was the math teacher in the high school. He was a pastor in Mont Eagle forever. He was head of our Key Club and so many other things. Wonderful conservative man, the Rev, and he just passed away. He's living at Spring Hill, somewhere up north of us, and I learned that he has just passed. So let's keep George Corn's, Pastor Corn's family. Morning.
Morning.
What you doing?
Did the old man call in?
Not yet. Where's he, out and about causing trouble?
No, I had to go to the eye doctor, and I told him to call in. He's probably forgot.
If you're not there, Frida, he just is doing his own thing, you know.
I know. He's got this old sinus going on. He ain't felt good either. So.
Oh, bless his heart. It's something going around, and I don't think it's allergies. But I've got you down, and hopefully he'll call. I've got one more phone call. Maybe it's him.
Okay, I'll call him and tell him call on in.
All right. Anything I need to know today?
I don't know of anything.
Well, good. I'll take it. All right, buddy. I did hear where Wayman Davis has passed.
Yes, put on the Davis family.
Yes. Yeah. So that was my big one. Thank you, Barbara, for letting me know. All right. Have him holler at me.
Okay.
All right. See you. Bye. Morning.
Morning, Iva. This is Patty calling back.
Hey, Patty. What's up?
I would like to have Granny's phone number.
Oh, let's do it. Do you know someone who wants one of those quilts?
Yeah, I'm thinking about a gift.
They're like the greatest for someone who has everything. All right. You got a pen?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. It is 931-635-8813.
All right.
All right, Patty. And let me have your phone number one more time. I'm gonna write it down. Oh no, I've got it. 255-6952.
And I want to thank you guys about the station that you're running, and it's very informational for Grundy people in the Grundy County.
Oh, that's so sweet, Patty. Thank you. We try.
Have a blessed. Yeah, I know you do, and I hope you have a blessed day.
I hope you have a blessed day. See you. Bye. Oh, that's so sweet. This could be Junior. Morning.
Good morning.
Well, thank goodness. There it is. Frida was worried about you. Were you out loafing?
No,
All right. Well, I got you down, buddy. Anything I need to know?
no, not right off.
I hear you're not feeling too good.
No, I'm not feeling good today.
Well, it's you knit up, and because there's plenty to do when you knit up.
I know it.
All right, buddy. I hate that though. Seriously.
I'll be all right.
I know you'll be fine. All right, buddy. See you. Bye. Oh. Morning.
Hey, Iva.
Hey, yeah.
This is Kathy, Granny's daughter.
Yeah. Hey, Kathy. What's up?
Okay, her number is 615.
Oh.
956.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
All right. Let me get this one. All right. 615.
956.
956.
1193.
1193. Well, that's a new number that I don't know.
Yeah, 1193. I heard you and I thought, okay, I got to let her know the right number.
I know. 615-956-1193.
Correct.
All right, Kathy. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye.
honey. See you. Bye. Patty, did you hear that? 615-956-1193. That is Granny's newest number. Thank you, Kathy. Morning.
Hey, baby, how's it going?
Hey, Joni, baby, what's up?
I've got 3 brand new prom dresses or evening dresses for $75 each. They still got the tags on them.
Oh, nice.
And I have lots of brand new quilting pieces and new material for quilting. And my number is 924-2294, baby.
All right, how's everybody doing?
Well, my baby's supposed to have surgery today, but she got over and she's got a cold and a runny nose, so they go have to reschedule.
Okay, do you know when they're going to reschedule it for?
No, I'll find out and I'll let you know, baby.
Let me know, Joni. All right, see you, bye.
Have a good day, honey.
You too, sweetheart. Bye-bye. All right, I want to say that once again for Patty. Granny's number is 615-956-1193. All right, tomorrow I just want to verify, yes, I believe Daniel is going to be here tomorrow to talk about his favorite subject. Daniel Crabtree, yep, and he's going to talk about assessor stuff. So we will know a little bit more about our assessment year. It's been a hot topic everywhere because all of our property prices are going up, which in the whole scheme of things is good. In the whole scheme of things is good, but we'll learn more tomorrow. We'll find out from Daniel. So that's it. We're going to go out and spread joy and sunshine wherever we go. And as always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. I'll see you tomorrow.